multiples and mayhem. There's something very special about the Makuaole family. It's not just that they have an uncommon family makeup.
I have 5 children, a 13-year-old girl, a 10-year-old girl, and 2-year-old triplets.
It's also the way these kids are being raised.
I'm a stay-at-home dad. Jill and I discussed this back and forth. Hi, Trouble. We kind of decided together it would be easier for me to stay home.
You heard that right. It's Dad who stays home with the 3 babies and their 2 big sisters.
Our friends and family were very supportive of the decision for my husband to stay home.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
He's just a natural-born dad. He's so good at it.
Give me your love.
But I'm very, very jealous. I would give anything to trade places with him.
Bernard isn't a babysitter. He's a homemaker with places to go and things to do.
If we have to go grocery shopping, we'll squeeze that in somewhere. Okay, hands please. Okay, we gotta go find a basket. Stop, Mason. Bernard or Mason, stop. The challenge for me is just having 3 eyes on all 3 at the same time. Stop. Stop. Kenzie. Bernard, you're lollygagging. When we just go straight into a grocery store and you can't find one of them, it's a little bit of a challenge because then they want the apple, they want the banana, they want that carrot. Can't eat it yet. I've actually bought groceries that I don't need because they've bitten into them when I wasn't paying attention.
Hi, how are you?
Bernard and Jill didn't plan on this arrangement when they got married a few years ago. They were just trying to have 1 baby, a brother or sister for Jill's daughters Haley and Carrie. The fact that they became pregnant with triplets wasn't completely shocking because they were using in vitro fertilization. But did they want 3 babies?
Anybody out there that wants to have 3 or more, I tell you, wish for 2. You only have 2 arms. And it's really hard to deal with 3 when you only have 2 arms. Ow. Mason, come here.
The triplets' distinct little personalities shone through right from the beginning.
We have Bernard. He's the oldest out of the 3. He is my hyper child. He loves people. He likes to be held. He likes to hold you. Then we come to Mason. I call him Mr. Moose. He's stronger than the other 2. So he's gotten to the point where he takes things away and he can grip things harder than the other 2.
He takes whatever he wants, and that's the way it is.
He's also, to me, more of a loner. Doesn't like hugs, doesn't like kisses, doesn't want you to hold him unless he's upset.
He's a moose, but he's a mama's boy.
And then we have Mackenzie, who is my instigator, my troublemaker. She is the one that's always getting into things, always causing a lot of the headaches, a lot of the trouble.
I think she's like her dad, and that's why he gets so mad at her, because she stands right up to him and she has no problems telling him no. But she's very girly. She likes being part of the girls in this house.
How's the monkey make? How's the chicken make? How's the rooster make?
Estimates are that there are probably about 1 million to 2 million stay-at-home dads in the United States.
Armin Brott is the author of A Dad's Guide to the Toddler Years and an expert on fathering skills.
I was trying.
One of the things Bernard is really right on about is just focusing on the kids the way that he does.
Are you taking this from me? Okay, then I'm taking this one.
He's really engaged with them. He's talking to them. He's kind of directing traffic.
Oh. So bye, Papa. Bye. I look at it as it's another work day. You just got to get up and say, okay, I got to do this. I got to get this done. Okay, who's cleaning up? Wait, Brad. Face.
Jill admits that the kids don't obey her as readily as they do Bernard, and she thinks that's because he's so demanding. But these kids can be trouble times 3, no matter who's watching them.
Bye, honey.
They've discovered an escape hatch to the trampoline out back, and one time the situation got even more dangerous.
I was doing dishes in the kitchen. I'd handed them all cookies, and 3 minutes later my neighbor comes knocking at the door. They had pulled the gate down from the garage and snuck through the crack of the garage door. They were down the street with their cookie in their hand.
They were heading towards the main road out there, and I guess at least they stayed together, but that concerns me. They can get out. If they ever want to, they can just escape.
Give me love. See you later.
See you later.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Today, Mom gets to do parenting her way. We're sending Dad on a much-needed trip to the spa. Armin Brott notes a change in family dynamics right away.
You can put it on.
Oh, it's too small for me.
The kids, in particular Mackenzie, the little girl, and girls tend to be a little bit more verbal, a little bit more quickly than boys anyway, but she's much more talkative with the mom than with the dad.
You're silly. What's the matter?
My hour hit.
What hours?
My hour.
And that is because of the way that they interact. The mom was asking more questions and engaging a little bit more in conversation.
On the agenda for the rest of the morning, haircuts for all 3, even though Mackenzie barely has 2 hairs on her head.
Rub, 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 rub. Does that feel good? Rub, 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 rub. Look at that smile.
You tell Bernard how handsome he looks?
Handsome.
Very handsome.
Hold on, Bernard. Let me help.
Dad seems to be enjoying getting some attention instead of giving it.
Hey, honey, I got pampered today.
Overall, the triplets and their stay-at-home dad are well adjusted.
Being at home for me, it's like a sense of fulfillment, enjoyment, being with them.
So what made you guys decide that you were going to be the one to stay home?
We didn't want somebody else raising our babies, is basically what it was.
I really like the way that Bernard takes the kids out. He's not afraid to go shopping with them. It's not just the stay-at-home dad with the stay-at-home kids. It's the stay-at-home dad with the take the kids out and expose them to a lot of different kinds of experiences, and that's a great thing.
Hold it. Come on.
And to train them that way, I think was a very, very smart thing to do.
My husband's an awesome dad.
Stop.
He's got the military side, but he's also very warm and he's nurturing, and the kids are all over him, and he really genuinely loves the kids. He's completely comfortable with hugging them and holding them and kissing them and nuzzling them, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's a great example to any other stay-at-home dads who happen to see him.
I want some balloon.
You want a balloon? You don't want me?
Armin Brott has just a couple of suggestions for Bernard to make life even better for him and the kids.
He's going to have to start paying a little bit more attention to verbal sorts of things. He's going to want to be doing more reading and more engaging with the kids about that, because their verbal skills are really going to take off.
B is for blocks. Say blocks.
Monkey.
And one last bit of advice that goes for all parents.
Stop. Wait for Dad.
When you pay very close attention to somebody else, you realize how many times they say no.
Stop.
Put your hands down. Don't do that. Get away from there.
Get back here.
It's so much negativity, and this is not a criticism of Bernard specifically. It's just that we all, as adults, kind of get into this trap of saying so many no's. And it would be great if Bernard, and the rest of us for that matter, could be a little bit more positive and compliment the kids on the things that they're doing right.
Yay, go, yay.
For now, the triplets are just busy enjoying being with Dad as much as he enjoys being with them.